for another drink.
Yeah. I have to say, I noticed you leaving so suddenly before. I hope everything was okay.
Well, not really. I've just grown to realize that some people just don't know how to act. Oh, my apologies. Present company excluded.
No need to apologize. I do think I know what and who you're speaking of.
Well, I don't want to bore you with my troubles. Actually, calling them my troubles will be giving them way too much weight.
Yes, I agree. We tend to give troubles too much weight.
That's the old me, though. Not anymore.
Well, glad to hear it. I would toast you, but we don't have a drink, and I wouldn't mind taking some.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just tending to some tables upstairs.
It's a shame that you don't have more help around here.
You know how it is. More help, fewer profits for the owners.
That's how it always works, it seems.
Oh, can I get you both a drink? I know that you were saying they were a bit strong this evening. Nothing is too strong for me, though.
Yeah, I'll have another.
Okay. The best kind of mix. It's a little something I made it myself.
What do you call it?
A witch's brew. I love that, a witch's brew. It sounds dangerous, but it's also something you have to try, you know? And like they say, every story and every drink needs a twist.
A witch's brew. Sounds like something I might be hesitant in drinking.
Oh, it's just a name I made up. You see, I'm also a writer, and ideas just come to me on the fly, so forgive me if I tend to think out loud.
That's very interesting. A bartender who's a writer? I mean, aren't you always actors and actresses?
That's usually the way it goes, but I just thought I would find my greatest stories and characters in a place like this.
And have you?
Oh, I have definitely found some unique things here.
Well, is this going to be a novel of some sort?
I'll just be happy if it gets out of my head and onto some paper. That is usually my biggest struggle.
Well, do let me know if I can help in any way.
Oh, trust me, you have. I have seen so many things here. I just need to put it all into a proper story. You know?
This looks challenging.
Yeah.
I guess you noticed my interest around here?
I have. She's quite attractive and complex, to say the least.
A great character combination, don't you think?
I do.
Thank you. Bless your heart.
I hope you weren't waiting too long.
Not at all.
So, I remember you saying it was a long day.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Well, I've always heard the best cure for a long day is an even longer night in my bed.
You don't say.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we ended up there, would it?
Not at all.
In fact, I think I recall the first night we met. You said,
How's that drink handling you?
and I said, oh, it's handling me fine. And you said,
But I bet I can handle you better.
and you weren't lying. Next thing I knew, we weren't at the bar anymore, and we were in my bed, and there was no need for small talk. Was
No.
there?
No. You said a small talk can't cure a long day.
Yeah, I'm glad your memory's working well.
My memory works very well.
Okay, good. Because I want you to think back to the first night we met.
Alright.
Just the feeling you got the first time you saw me. The thoughts that went through your head.
I remember it all very well.
Do you remember I said I was waiting for someone that night?
Yes. That someone had kept you waiting.
And what did you say when I told you that?
That no man should ever keep a lady waiting.
And then?
We had a drink. And then we left.
Back to my place where we cured that long day, didn't we?
We did.
Now, what can happen here is what I always think.
there is definitely sexual energy here, but there is also that tinge of payback in a way by some. Maybe the reality is I live through my characters. Their wants and desires and frustrations are my own. Well, what can a girl do but continue to observe until her cue? So, I do think tonight is much like that first night and we should be going, right?
I would probably be a fool to say no to that.
I should have known.
Probably, you were smart.
What's going on?
Nothing, just this witch using me like she always does.
Excuse me, I know you're not speaking to a lady like that.
Sweetheart, don't upset yourself with this trivial thing. It's just someone who thought he had a chance and he never did, and he just can't let it go.
I think you better let it go. We should get going too.
Yes, we should. We have a long night ahead of us. You know, it is a shame how some don't know how to treat a lady, and of course some do.
Shall we?
Yes. Would you go already?
Before we do just one thing,
What one thing, witch?
I think you better cool off.
Do you have a towel?
Yeah, here you go. Quite a night, wasn't it? Well, I have to go, but I did close you out.
You know, this is ridiculous. I'm not paying for any of this.
Hey, can you wait a minute?
What now?
I feel kind of bad for what happened here.
So?
So I think that maybe you and I should talk more and get to know each other.
All right.
Sure has been one night, huh?
Well,
It's
I'd rather
unfortunate.
not talk about it.
Yeah, I understand. Why don't you let me fix you a drink? You know, it's interesting how I overheard you call her a witch. It's kind of ironic, actually.
Why's that?
Well, one of my specialties is a drink called a witch's brew.
What's in it?
Oh, it's not so much what's in it as it is the mixture and the mood and how I make it and who's drinking it.
That sounds interesting.
Well, it is. So let me make you one. Oh, gosh, it has sure been one interesting night.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more.
And it's cleared a lot of things up. That's good.
You know, you're not like typical bartenders, you know? You have much deeper thoughts.
Well, actually, truth be told is I'm a bit of a writer and ideas just seem to come to me in so many ways. You know, what goes on around me or happens to me. So, come a little closer because I want to see what you think of this. That is for stiffing me night after night. And here's your bill, Romeo. Well, you can Venmo me, okay? Finally! Rough night?
You are drunk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're probably right. I had quite a few of these. But, my vision is perfect these
clear and I like what I see.
Yeah, well, you know what? I knew you came back for a reason.
You probably think that the reason I came back was for you, right? So it's like, I recall you threatened me on our table, right?
It's a figure of speech.
Yeah, how could I confuse it? You know, just like I said, I should throw my drink in your face, but you got your fair share, finally. You know, kind of feel left out. The cup is empty.
Yeah, you know what? Your cup is empty, so why don't you hit the road, Chelsea?
But you know, like they say, every story has a twist.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
don't you ever threaten me again.
End scene.